If you've been using LinkedIn, you've probably heard phrases tossed around all the time, like appear in more recruiter searches or be found by more hiring managers. In today's video, we're going to go behind the scenes to show you what exactly that looks like and what you can do as a college student or a job seeker to improve your profile SEO and get more job offers on the platform.
Okay, so here I am in the LinkedIn Recruiter platform. If you've never seen this before, no worries. There's probably a reason you haven't because it costs a lot of money to have a LinkedIn Recruiter or licensee. Essentially, there's a lot of filters that recruiters can use to find candidates, but today we're going to highlight 4 in particular that can be directly relevant to your profile's SEO. So to get started, the first one is job titles. I'm going to use marketing as an example since I'm familiar with marketing. So let's say I'm looking for a marketing specialist. And since a lot of companies these days have different titles for the same roles, I'm going to also do marketing coordinator. And as you can see from this, there are currently 5.4 million people on LinkedIn that I could choose from. And I'm actually going to filter this for current marketing coordinators and marketing specialists. So now that takes me to 1.6 million people on LinkedIn who are currently marketing specialists that I could reach out to. Next, just to show you kind of what location does, I'm going to filter for Greater Chicago. That's where I personally am, and so would say that's what I'm hiring for. So that takes us from 1.6 million marketing specialists and marketing coordinators to 12,000 in the Greater Chicago area. Okay, you can also see right here, it highlights their experiences, bolds the title that is relevant to what I mentioned. Next thing that I'm going to do is filter for skills. So this is the part at the bottom of the profile where you can enter your skills. I'm going to type search engine optimization because let's say I want my candidates to know SEO. So this filters it to 1.2 thousand people. Let's say, all right, SEO would be great, but also if they know paid search campaigns, I'm going to do that as well. And so this takes it from 1.2 and keeps it around the same to 1.2 thousand people as well. And it highlights right here what the skills match is, whether it's SEO, sometimes it'll show both, or if they passed an assessment on this specific skill. Now, the last part that I'm going to focus on is actually keywords. And this part is interesting because instead of taking it from the skills section, keywords are helpful because it crawls the entire page of your LinkedIn profile to show if you use that word on someone's profile. So it takes us from 1.2 thousand candidates to 154. And so what's interesting about this is if I click on this person, essentially they appeared because they meet some of my requirements for marketing specialist roles, but also let's find on this profile why. You see right here, help launch and manage social media presences for clients on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. So since I put the keyword YouTube, it filtered it for people who mention YouTube on their profile. And this would be helpful because let's say I have a YouTube channel and I want someone who knows how to run YouTube. So yeah, this is an overview that highlights exactly what recruiters can search for and how they use job titles, location, skills, and specifically keywords to filter it down from 810 million people on the LinkedIn profile to a small pool of people that they can check out and reach out to. Okay, so you might be wondering, all right, why does that matter to me? Essentially, knowing how recruiters find people with the usage of keywords and skills will help you to appear in that small pool of people as candidates as opposed to being filtered out of a recruiter search. So essentially, what you want to do is be able to locate skills on your profile and include it in your job titles. For example, as a digital marketing associate, but since I mentioned social media marketing or prospecting, 2 skills that I used every day in my role, then I can appear for social media marketing and prospecting skill searches. Another lesson from that is it really helps to be more specific than vague. For example, that one profile mentioned they helped with Twitter, YouTube, etc. If they just said, I helped manage the social media pages, then that person wouldn't have appeared on the YouTube side of things. And the last but not least is to actually fill out your skills sections. You can have up to 50 skills in your profile. And so you want to use this to actually use relevant skills that people are looking for. I'd recommend focusing on hard skills as opposed to soft skills, since recruiters are actually looking for these kind of skills in candidates. I hope that helps.
If you enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel and lets me know what types of content you like to consume. Thanks so much, everyone, and see you next time.